Oh my God, it's so wonderful. It's honestly, this world's looking beautiful. It's like a big metropolis.
I like that they made everything out of gold. It makes everything shine so beautifully. It was a beautiful idea you had.
Thank you. I mean, I kind of got it from, Trump, but, everything should be in gold. His towers are beautiful. The one in Las Vegas, gorgeous.
I don't want to think. It is gorgeous, but I don't want to think about him. I'd rather have something that looked more like a circus.
Okay.
If we're going with
you over there. You. Circus, get on it.
A painstaking recreation down to the cent.
You got it, boss.
Thank you. Call us gods.
You've really become over tyrannical with your power, Artie. Everybody doesn't have to know we're a god.
Well, why not? It was good enough for Bruce and Evan Almighty. They could make a movie about it.
Yeah, and you know how that turned out? You remember when Evan Almighty had to get on that big ark?
Yeah, and he floated all the way down to Congress for some reason.
I have no fucking clue why. Can't remember the movie that well. Can't remember it that well, but I do remember that part.
Wanda Sykes was in it. You remember Wanda Sykes?
Whatever happened to her?
Well, I guess she died when the universe imploded.
Let's create her! Wanda! How you doing, baby? How y'all doing?
Hey, Miss Sykes.
Yeah, what's going on?
Can I have your autograph?
Yeah. Who are you? Who am I making it out to?
God.
God? You don't look like no god to me.
Is this part of your stand-up routine, or?
We have a problem.
Excuse me?
I'm asking, do we got a problem, honey? You know I was in Evan Almighty, right?
Brenda, do you hear what Wanda Sykes is saying to me?
Yeah, I'm just so mesmerized by her hair.
You like her hair?
What the fuck you saying about my hair for?
I think it looks awfully dry. Caught it on fire.
Oh, what the fuck? I was just joking with y'all. Y'all catching my hair fire. What's going on? I know you, God. I know you created me. Come on.
Thank you.
Quit tripping.
Now get out there and make a movie about how God burnt your scalp.
How am I gonna make a movie when I ain't got no director?
You don't have the skills as a director? I thought you were more talented, Wanda.
Excuse me? You made me?
I made you as you were on Earth. So...
I mean, I don't think this is how it was like on Earth, but I really don't remember it, because you made me with almost no memories. You just gave me a personality, God.
Well, you know what? I think the Wanda Sykes show sucked.
Well, fuck you.
You're gone.
Oh, Eddie, stop doing that.
Brenda, we can put anybody we want here, and we can do anything we want and change it just like that.
It's just boring it's boring when we only having people we like here. Sometimes the people you don't like are the best people in your life.
What, do you want me to bring what?
I want you to create Donald Trump.
I'm not going to do that.
Please.
No, I'm not going to do that.
Just tell him he can run this world, run these little minions. Just see what he does.
We can give him a small country. We'll give him a small city. That's it.
Well, I mean, that's fine with me, because Trump, he's going to take over the whole world at some point. But
we'll see.
It would be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. It could be a nice little experiment to see what he does. Yeah, okay, let's just put the little island over here about
I think that looks good.
What do you think, 30 square miles?
Yeah, make it like the Epstein Island.
Okay, yeah.
And before he gets there, give him some indigenous people so that he can take them over and triumph.
Okay, yeah, I think he'd really like that.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're right
I'm going to make a prison right here with some cages. Just to make it a little easier for him to get the resources to enslave the indigenous people.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to get him spawned up here.
China.
Hi, Donald.
Huge.
Huge fan of you. Is that what you're trying to say?
Huge.
God, you're quite ugly.
Huge. The election is rigged.
Okay, listen,
Total control.
President
Bing, bing,
Trump.
Bong, bong, bing, bing, bing. You know what
President
that is.
Trump, I'm trying to give you some news.
You are fake
It's
news.
not fake news. Are you listening?
I'd rather not say, but the answer is yes.
We got you. You are annoying. We got an island for you.
I have a feeling it's going to be beautiful.
It is a beautiful island, and it's yours. Listen, there's only one thing. There's some people there who are savages. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you to Chief Hotep. Okay. You don't have to enslave them. You could think to live peacefully with them.
My attitude is whatever happens, happens.
Hello, Mr. Trump.
I'm Donald J. Trump.
Me and my people welcome you to our island.
It's one of the most beautiful places.
Our island does not believe in power. We only believe in community.
And I don't care, frankly.
You will be equal to all of us.
Don't talk to, I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way. Look at these cages. President Trump built them.
All right, yeah, get him the hell out of here, will you, please?
You heard the man.
All right.
Chief
here
Hotep,
are all the
go
Jays.
on. Go on.
Go on.
He's your leader.
Well, Donald, good luck. We'll see you. All right. Spin around the globe a few times. Let's put down a civilization of goats.
Goat civilization? Talking goats?
Oh, yeah. They talk like this.
Buddy.
See, I made one.
Fuck your husband. What? Why are you making perverted goats?
Because I want to have sex.
Suck my cock.
I'm not gonna suck your cock. You're a fucking goat.
Listen to him.
Suck it.
You better do it.
No. Artie, I'm not sucking a goat dick. You're really pissing me off right now.
Why? We can do whatever we want. It's not like anything matters. You can suck a goat's penis.
Well, why don't you go suck his dick right now?
Okay.
Ew! You repulse me.
What?
No, go away. No. Ew!
You didn't think I would suck off he's a sentient goat. He wanted me to do it, and I'm a god. I can do whatever I want. Watch, I'm going to erase your memory so you don't even remember that I did that. Watch. What did I do?
What are we having for breakfast?
Probably cinnamon waffles.
Cinnamon waffles again?
Well, okay, so I've had 4 cinnamon waffles today. I want more.
We have cinnamon waffles every day, and when we're not having cinnamon waffles, blueberry bagels. I'm tired of it. There's no variety in this universe. Tired of it.
We need to give the people some, like, I don't know, automation, what is it called? Autonomy so that more things can get made.
Okay, let's create some. All we do is create minions and people we already knew. Don't we have the ability to create people who we might not know?
Maybe it's like that thing about in your dreams where you only see people. Everybody in your dreams is somebody you may have seen in real life.
So you're telling me this is all a dream?
No, well, maybe. I don't want to spoil anything for future episodes, but it could. What are you doing?
Life alert.
Can I help you?
I created a cancer patient. Who are you?
We are God.
Is this where I go when I die?
You will be here soon.
You're a terrifying God. What did I do to deserve to go to hell?
Hey, this isn't hell, this is a heaven. What could we do to improve it?
Looks like hell.
Well, take a look around. You're going to be here soon. What do you think what could we do to improve it? Got a gold metropolis over here. Donald Trump's got a enslaved camp of an island over here. We got the island of sentient goats. And you're just one of a few billion people we plan to populate this place with. What's wrong with it?
Send me to the goats. Let them eat me.
constructive feedback would be nice, asshole. I mean, if you just want to go get killed with the goats, then what the fuck ever, spinny world. Here you go, brother. By the way, the goats are horny. They're raping him. They're raping him, Brenda. Are you glad you brought the cancer patient into the world for him to get raped by the goats?
I mean, I can't say I'm not happy with it.
I guess
Better than a
whatever
cinnamon
happens,
waffle.
happens, right?
Better than a cinnamon waffle. Artie, I'm bored.
Well, what do you want? What can we do? I mean, we're just gods living forever. I mean, what can we do?
I'm sick of being a god.
How could you be?
I want to be that cancer patient.
About to die? That doesn't make any sense.
I just want to experience something.
Well, maybe we could just put ourselves down there and start living with them somewhere.
You want to start living with these disgusting things?
Well, I mean, you know, you said it before, you know, if we're the only things that were left after the last universe, then maybe we created that universe too.
Okay.
And maybe, yeah.
Okay.
So maybe we could live on this universe, forget that we were God, and just see what happens. And then when we die or we ruin the universe, we just go back to reset.
I just don't even know how would we even go about doing that? Do we just, like how we think about things and then they get created? Do we just think about being one of these things?
I don't know. I mean, I guess there's not really a manual, so I guess we just have to troubleshoot and trial and error do it.
Okay.
Just think really hard. That's what I'm going to do. I'll think really hard about forgetting.
This is weird.
Yeah, everything feels a little different.
What is going on?
Well, Audie, I don't think it worked.
What didn't it work? I mean, I'm right here.
Well, I don't think it worked, Audie. I feel different.
I feel pretty weird too.
Well, and here's the main thing, dumbass. I still remember that
Hey,
I'm a
don't
god.
call me a dumbass. I'm not a dumbass.
I still remember that I'm a god, Audie. Look. I just made Katharine Hepburn appear.
Oh my God, Katharine Hepburn, you are looking sexy.
Don't womanize her. Don't womanize her.
What, after you womanize me, you make me feel like a demasculated man?
Audie, this is the first time you've ever expressed that.
Mom, this is not the first time I have ever expressed. It is in no way, shape, or form the first time I have ever expressed this to
That's
you.
the first time I'm ever hearing it. I guess I'm
Well, that's the first time you may have listened to me when I told you, but no, you.
I guess I'm a bad mom.
Oh, are we going to do this again?
I guess I'm a bad mom. I see
Yes,
how it is,
oh yes,
Audie.
you're a terrible mother just because you make me feel like a woman and not like a man sometimes, and my dad was not around to raise me.
Oh, yep, and I never loved you, isn't that right? I never loved you and I never cared for you?
Yes, Mom, you never loved me. Yes, of course you loved me. I know you loved me. I would not be here right now if you didn't.
Thank you, Audie. That means a lot to me. I love you with all my heart. Now let's
I
move
love
on
you
and
too,
forget
baby.
anything ever happened. I do feel a little different, though.
I feel a little different too. It's like I don't know what is going on. I feel like I'm kind of like not myself.
Yeah, I feel like I got a frog in my throat or something. Like I don't really quite sound like myself. I'm not sure if we did something wrong, Audie. I'm honestly feeling a little scared.
It feels like my vocal cords have been fried.
Yeah, and I feel like, I don't feel like myself. I mean, that's all I can really say.
Can you tell me anything fucking more than that, bitch?
Okay, so I'm not very good with words. If I try to say too many words, if I go to too many emotions, then I start to lose my voice, okay? And if I lose my voice, I don't sound like myself, and then the whole thing gets ruined.
I mean, you sound like my mom to me. I'm just trying to tell you that I feel weird, but all you're doing is sitting here saying that you feel weird. Like, what are we going to do about it?
Well, I don't know, Artie. If we can't put into words what's different, then I guess we can't get to the bottom of it. Then can we? I guess we just go about populating the universe and pretend like nothing ever happened.
I thought we were done populating the universe. I thought we were going to go live. This was your big idea, wasn't it?
Well, and of course, that's what I want, Artie. That's what I want, but how can we do it? We still remember we're gods. If we were in the exact same situation, but we forgot that we were gods, I'd be fine with it.
I mean,
But look,
can't we just pretend that we're not gods and just, like, have a rule between us? Like, don't change anything. Like, stop spawning Catherine
oh, and
Hepburn.
how did that work in Harry Potter, huh? Harry Potter wasn't allowed to use his magic outside Hogwarts. And how many times did he use his magic
Well,
outside
just don't be like
Hogwarts?
Harry Potter. I mean, how hard is it to just stay in the closet like you're supposed to? Little dick.
Well, I don't want to live my life in a closet, Artie. We lived
You're
our
just
real
like
lives
Harry
in a
Potter.
closet.
You know what? I want to be just like his parents. And I want to put you in the closet. Just like you did to me.
Artie, his parents died before the series ever began.
Whatever,
You're showing
it's aunt and
ignorance.
uncle. I don't care who it is. I don't give a fuck.
You know what, Artie? Fuck you. You can take care of this by yourself. I'm gonna spin the globe. I'm gonna spin the globe.
Stop
3
spinning the
times.
globe!
I'm gonna close my eyes and I'm gonna disappear into Africa.
Oh my god. This bitch is getting on my last nerve. Catherine Hepburn, take off your shorts.
I have to get some Oreos as soon as this is over because, dude, those look so.
they're
I'm so
double
goddamn
stuffed.
hungry.
They're double stuffed.
The double stuff. Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. Double stuff is the only Oreo I think that one should buy because.
Have you seen the regular Oreos recently? There's nothing.
They might as well be the Oreo thins.
I am 100% convinced double stuffed is what Oreos used to be, and mega stuffed is what double stuffed once was. I really believe that.
I honestly agree with you because the original Oreo isn't worth buying.
No, there's hardly any cream. And what I like to do with my Oreos is I like to put a fork in the middle of it
And dip them
into the
that
cream
way.
and then dip them in the milk because I like a nice.
I want my Oreos soaked.
So like at least 30 seconds of soaking in milk so that it just falls apart right in my mouth. Preferably like milk that was just put in the freezer for like 10 minutes. Ice
That sounds
cold.
really good.
Ice cold milk.
Oh my god, I'm so hungry.
You can't do it with a single stuffed Oreo.
You can't. You simply can't because it doesn't have enough stuffing.
You really like you literally can't because the cookie will. I'm like eating an Oreo. The cookie falls apart.
The cookie does fall apart, and not only that, but I also gotta say Oreos are expensive to begin with. It's like almost $4 for a sleeve, and
$3.99.
I don't have the willpower not to eat the whole thing in one sitting.
Neither do I.
So I know without a fact, because there's no soda in my fridge behind me, that as soon as we're done with this, I'm going to get in my car, begrudgingly go across the street to the Food Lion and get soda. And while I'm there, I'm going to get Oreos. There's no doubt about it.
Do you have milk?
I don't, so I'm going to have to get milk, I guess.
You need milk for the Oreo.
Gotta have milk. Bought ginger snaps the other day. Love me some ginger snaps.
Stouffer's.
Oh, yep, it was Stouffer's.
I
They're
love
good
the
as fuck.
Stouffer's ginger snaps, man.
They're so good. I also want circus peanuts. I want Laffy Taffy. I
You
want
love
hot
those.
tamales.
Are you back on that candy kick again?
Oh yeah. I want it all, and I'm starving.
I got a margarita pizza waiting on there for me. My feet smell like straight up ass. This is just like a regular conversational motif, but whatever.
Sometimes they do. I mean, you're notorious for the foot stench. I
Dude,
mean,
they're
let's just
so
hope
bad
not.
recently. It's like unbelievable bad. It's like almost as if I know the cats didn't piss in them, but the smell is so rank that it could easily pass as cat piss. Like when I take off my
You
socks,
wouldn't be surprised.
it makes me gag.
That's so bad.
And recently, I've just been so wore out from work and everything that like I have been sweating so and anxious. And when I get anxious, I sweat through my extremities, especially my feet. So by the end of the day, I'm just like swishing around in my sweat. It feels like I'm walking around in a fucking river.
Ew.
It's fucking disgusting. And I have to keep my shoes on me like so tight so they don't like come loose, because you know I gotta double knot that shit because I'm sick. I don't want to tie them, especially, and if they come untied at this point, the odor starts to leak out. So I have to keep them super tight so that I don't even want to smell them. I don't want other people to smell them. Now I'm thankful because my coworker, he has no sense of smell, and when I'm in the back room, I know he can't smell me. I fart around him all the fucking time. He has no clue if he can't hear it.
Well, then good. I mean,
he doesn't got the COVID. He just had like 5 sinus surgeries. So
they just removed his sense of smell.
They did. Yeah, straight up.
Sometimes you have to. I mean, I guess. There's no easy way to segue between what we were just talking about and what we're about to talk about, except that you might say that one of the people involved is sort of like one could tell me that the person I'm about to talk about is like body odor. And I could see it.
Okay.
Folks, there's an addendum that I don't think I mentioned in our reality TV breakdown when we talked about our top 5 or however many reality TV shows. I had a long list of honorable mentions, but there were 2 shows that I didn't mention. And I felt that needed to have that honorable mention today, and that is Robin Big and Fantasy Factory.
So which one of these is like body odor?
Rob Dyrdek. Somebody could say that they think Rob Dyrdek is like the body odor of, like, I don't know, TV.
Of Big Black?
You know, sure.
Big Black's body odor is Rob Dyrdek.
Yeah.
Always getting him into trouble, making him be a security guard, making him fight off people so he can do his thing.
I'm sure if I watched it today, I would be, like, unbelievably, it wouldn't stand the test of time. I'm sure if I watched it today, I'd be like, oh, this is all scripted, it's all terrible. I mean, it's an MTV reality show.
Yeah, I after that podcast that we had talking about reality TV, I started to realize, like, it's pretty embarrassing how much scripted reality TV I took as real. Mm-hmm. And, like, looking back at it, I'm like, how did I ever believe that this actually happened? Because everything I see now just seems fake. It seems like, oh, I'm like, why would that's not an organic, especially like TikToks that you see people record like that. And it's just, I know that didn't happen like that.
I know you're all acting.
Yeah, and you're like, somebody is holding a phone pretty directly, and you're trying to pretend like you're having some candid discussion. And the people are like, oh my God, I can't believe that actually happened.
Well, and like, I've even noticed it on, we started watching, ironically, and then just unironically, I guess, The Masked Dancer.
The Masked Dancer? How would you ever guess that?
It's almost impossible. But based
so
on all
crazy.
the clues, I mean, they just give clues, but yeah, other than that, it's like, well, you can't tell anything just based on their dancing. But there was a scene in which somebody's like up there rehearsing, and they're like,
I was up there.
Their voices are always distorted, so it's like,
I was up there rehearsing, and all of a sudden, I fell.
And they show this footage of her, like, she was doing like an aerial routine on the show, and she fell in rehearsal. But as I was watching it, I was like, all of the footage is fake. All of the footage that they showed of her rehearsing, falling, the medical attention afterwards.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was
Was there like EMTs
staged.
just like literally right there to like rush over to her?
Yeah, eventually. Well, yeah, they showed, it was like they edited it so quickly, but they showed like, yeah, EMTs coming, all this stuff. But they, like, when they're filming it, it's like a dead-on shot of the stage, and she's like hanging in the middle of the stage, and she falls. and as it's a stationary shot of the camera, and then right as she falls, it pans to the side, so they don't. But like right as she hits the ground, so they don't actually.
So they're dropping
show,
her on a wire.
Right.
Oh my
And,
god, that's so embarrassing.
But so then at the end of the episode, I was very vilified, I guess, to see a disclaimer at the bottom of the thing. There's the usual like portions of the program not related to the outcome have been edited for time. That's common on like performance shows like that, and like America's Got Talent, American Idol, that kind of thing.
Right.
But then right under that it said some portions have been recreated, and I was like, I knew it.
Oh my god.
It gave me like I was just like, yes,
right, because I feel like it's something you and I probably say a lot, and then at least with me, like Abigail will be like, how do you know it's fake? Like, how do you know? You don't know that. Like, that could have actually happened. And I'm like, no, it definitely didn't. And like,
Right.
I just never, like, I'll give my reasoning and it makes sense. But then I would never be vilified enough as just it saying like, this isn't real.
Right. Right. It was like true vindication. I was like, yes, because it proved me right. Because the whole time we were watching America's Got Talent, there were so many things where I was like, that's fake. That's not a real act. They're just here to pretend. They
Really,
like, come
not
out-
even real acts.
Yeah, and well, because like they've like streamlined the process, and when you know more about like the audition process behind the actual appearing on the show, you know, you're auditioning hundreds of times before you actually get on the
just
stage.
like these little things that they bring to your city. Like, you just go to like a hotel lobby, walk in somewhere, and do an
Right.
audition for just some random producers
right
before
and
they'd
then,
even
like,
think about airing you on TV.
exactly, and you get like through multiple rounds before you're ever going to appear on the auditions before Simon Cowell and Howie Mandel and all that. So putting that all aside, willing suspension of disbelief, okay, this act got through, right? They come out, it's a fucking like girl dancing in a whoopee cushion. That's not a real act. In 2 seconds, they all hit X and they move on to the next, and she's in a montage of bad acts. So as I'm watching it, I'm like, all of these acts that are bad are just fake. They're not real.
Yeah, they would never take the time to be like, ha, that would be an epic fail for our program. We'll fly you out to Los Angeles so you can record this 2-second clip for a montage.
Right,
Like, that's all
exactly.
you'll end up being.
Right.
They
like,
would
there's just-
never
that's
do
not- I'm like, that's not real. And then when COVID happened and they went to their online auditions, it was even worse, because then they could show literal viral videos and pretend that they were auditioning for the show.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's like what we
And-
did with like Muff Cabbage Tonight, where we would pretend other new, and that's cringe. We found
Yeah.
out that was cringe when we were like fucking 16.
And the way that then how they got away with it is because all of the people from the internet auditions, if I'm not mistaken, every single one of them got cut in the very next episode, which was where the judges just decide who, you know, they've said yes to 70 people, but only 50 can actually go through. So, and all of those were the ones they got rid of. So I'm like, okay, so it was just fake. It was just all like, they had another episode to fill. They just contacted some people with like varying levels of talent. One was a guy who sang in his car with his dog who yodeled along with him. You know what I mean? It's like,
Probably
that's just
some
not
Instagram
real.
guy.
Exactly.
Like, oh, that, or TikTok guy. Like, that's the guy who TikToks with the dog. He was an American Idol.
Exactly. And so it's just
He didn't make it.
exactly. So even in spite of all that, knowing like how much of it is fake, I still like reality TV. And even then, I still think Robin Big, and to a lesser extent, the Fantasy Factory, deserve an honorable mention, at least on any reality
I respect
TV
it.
list.
I respect it. I never watched Robin Big, but it seemed like a cool show.
You never watched it?
Never.
Ah, well then.
I've seen clips because Jordan Adams used to like it. We used to watch it,
Ugh.
but
Did you
that's-
ever watch the Fantasy Factory?
I did. I did watch a little bit of the Fantasy
Yeah.
Factory.
Now, see, that one was okay. See, I liked that one, but at least, there's like a a level of reality where the producers are influencing everything where I'm like, okay, that's just not real. Like, for example, we watched an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where all of a sudden Kris Jenner was afraid of urinating in public, so Kylie and Kendall wrote a rap song to perform for her to tell her that going to the bathroom was okay. That's just not real. That
No,
didn't
not
happen.
even remote. Not even.
And so on
remotely.
that hand, I'm like, I can't stand that. But the Fantasy Factory is like a subversion of that, where it's like the whole thing is a setup. The Fantasy Factory doesn't exist. You know what I mean? It's just like it's the whole thing is just like kind of to make a show. You know what I mean?
Fantasy Factory doesn't exist. Oh, like a
it
place,
exists,
like kind of
but
like how
it's
he like worked in his office and shit. Like
right.
he
it
didn't actually
exists
work in
to
an office
make
up
the
there.
Show, right?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And we're gonna make this cool thing where we can also go outside. We're gonna make this like cool place, and there's gonna be people that work up here, and there's gonna be like all this like weird, wacky shit that you guys get into, and you can go outside and skateboard right down the ramp. It's cool.
Cool as
and
fuck.
It might even be a real place. But you just
It
can't
was a
tell
real
me that
place.
but you can't tell me that it didn't stem from a conversation about what's my next show.
Oh, it absolutely did. Yeah.
And so that's like a level of production interference where it's like, I guess I'm okay with that, because then it kind of seems like everything else that happens in the show kind of stems naturally from that original fake idea.
Right. It's like fictitious reality TV where they're not trying to like lie to you.
Right. Whereas like something like Lizard Lick, which we did include on our list,
yes, and
is
fake is
flat
all
out
of in hell.
fake and like wants you to believe that it's true. And that's the kind of reality that honestly like pisses me off it more pisses me off on like TikTok or like viral videos where I'm like, that is fake. And everybody just in the comments believes it. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that girl broke up with her boyfriend while he was in class live on Skype. She didn't. They were all actors.
Right, they were all in on it. And it's just,
and
let's try to think about how to get viral on TikTok.
what I hate about it is that it preys on the audience's stupidity.
Yes.
And I hate when I am the audience member and I'm like, how fucking stupid do you think I am?
Right.
Like, that's when it starts to piss me off.
Right, exactly. I don't know if you've seen this commercial, but I think I saw it on Hulu or something. But it's like it's like a recorded video, almost like a TikTok. And this woman's coming out and she's like, oh my God, my car. Why are you towing my car? Why are you towing it? And he's like towing away her like brand new Jeep Wrangler. And she's like, I already paid too much for car insurance. Like I can't afford this. And he's like, the tow truck driver is like, wait, how much do you pay for car insurance? And he like walks over with like it's like trying to be like amateur, like somebody's like recording it, like this is like a real conversation. And then he's just like, what, like, look at this app right here, like this might save you. And he's like, how much are you paying? Oh, it's dude, it was really a bad commercial. Like
and if people really fall for it, I think that's what infuriates me, because I'm like, I'm not falling for it, but if somebody does, I don't know why it pisses me off so much.
And I was thinking like the real reality TV would be like a YouTube vlog, because that's just somebody's life. But even then, not necessarily. Like YouTube vlogs are fake too. Some of them, like fucking what's his Charles Trippy, he lived like a double fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was, it's all happy. Here's me and my girlfriend Allie walking our dogs. Hi guys. Like, but reality, they're fighting. He's cheating. Right. They're not getting along. They're all fake for the camera.
I can't believe how, and this totally ties into the reality aspect, because at one point, when they got married, that was the first time I heard of CTFXC, was their marriage.
Really?
Yeah, and I watched the video, and I'm like, cool. And then I, for some reason, watched every video every day after that for, like, ever. Don't know why. But you're right in the sense that it was kind of like a reality show, because he documented his life
every day, a video every fucking day.
Which is crazy. I know how much that would take to edit.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the closest you could come to a true reality show. But even like they mention, and every YouTuber mentions, like, you know, even though I post a video every day, you still only see what I choose to show you.
Which is true.
And I think that's like what I don't think there could ever be like a true reality show, because unless it is like the Truman Show, where the participant doesn't know they're in a reality show, because otherwise
your behavior would be affected just knowing the camera's on.
Right. So other than that, there's no true reality.
Wouldn't it be cool though?
Tries to say they are.
Wouldn't it be cool to have like a vlog setup though, where like you had like almost something strapped to your head, like a camera coming from behind your head, like to have like an overhead the perspective, like a third person perspective, and just record your entire life, and just edit down those little clips.
It would be really cool.
But I wouldn't want everybody to know I have it, like some sort of.
That kind of reminds me of the Robin Williams thriller Final Cut. It's kind of what that's about.
Is it like an over the head perspective?
No, it's through the eyes, I believe. It's like the whole Robin Williams character is a man whose job it is to access the footage from like your implant after you die, and then edit it into a remembrance of your life. Like basically edit down everything of your life.
Ooh.
I think from your point of view.
That's like Black Mirror, in the 90s.
Yeah. It's a pretty good movie. It probably doesn't stand the test of time in any way, but it's made its way through my watch list over the years. I own it because I just wanted to own Robin Williams.
Yeah, I knew you owned it. I just never wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
It's like I think about this a lot, like the vlog thing, because it's like I record vlog clips, and obviously our style is just kind of, you've really innovated the style of just natural vlog clips of just things that are happening around you, and we're just kind of like secretly filming. Like you've added in lots of you like sequence them somehow, which I haven't figured out how to do. I don't know how to sequence my vlogs like you do. Like you have like multiple shots, like, you know what I mean? Like you're like spanning an entire, you have like scenes almost in your vlog. I have never figured out how to do that. And I do think about like my vlog is only just consist of the things where I remember to pull out my camera and record, just random things. And so it's the most random hodgepodge of events in my life. And I feel like that's almost the closest to a reality show.
Right.
But at the same time, like I pretty much only record things when I'm not in the best state of mind, and I do it to help myself. So I never like think to do it. I'm like, oh, I'm happy. I'm really enjoying myself, really in the moment. I'm not like, let's record a vlog clip of me being in the moment and happy.
Right. I wish, there's a lot of times that I wish that I was being filmed at all times, because a lot of the clips that I'll include in the vlog are like I get going on something and I'm like, oh, this would be a vlog clip, and I pause, set up the camera, and then keep going with like whatever I was doing, like if singing a song in an ugly voice, or dancing, holding.
I always wondered how
dancing in a weird way.
You do a good job of it, because I always wondered like how those clips of you singing came to be, and I always thought you just set up the camera, record for 20 minutes, and then just take a little snippet of it. So it seems pretty organic.
Yeah,
because you're always like kind of in the middle of doing something.
Yeah, because it stems organically. Like I'm literally like making a bagel and singing a song, and then I'm like, wait a second, and I'll go set up the camera and then go back, and then start doing it again. But it does, to a certain degree, make it not reality, because at that point I am performing.
You're right.
Kind of. Yeah, so it's like it honestly is my vlog reality.
It's almost like our entire life is a performance.
Right.
But only if it's being recorded, I guess.
My favorite clips are I think the most innovative clips are at work, because
Yes, me too. I love
you can
seeing the
set
work
up your
clips.
clip and then you just go back to work, and you have to be working. You can't just like
Right.
be
Those are the ones where
performing.
you literally can't focus on the camera at all. You're just kind of like, I'm just doing my job.
Right.
It's really organic. I think that's probably why we like him so much. I never thought about that.
Yeah, 'cause
They're
it's
always
just
pretty
like, oh, yeah,
organic.
wow.
And I love looking at your work shots and like talking about work shots to get. I think it's really fun.
I agree, and I love it. Also adds a layer to, especially for me, because I'm miserable as
Yes.
a worker.
Yes.
And so to me, it like adds an extra layer of what can I do to make this look interesting? Not to make it look interesting, but like I guess like as I'm working, I'm like, how can I find an interesting shot or an interesting clip, or what can I film? When can I film? That kind of thing. Especially during Pepsi, that was like a fun. I was like, well, if I drive down there, even though I don't want to drive all the way down there, I can at least get a clip of me stocking the shelf in Bell Fountain.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And then what's cool is that you cement that location. You'll always be able to see the Bell Fountain like Kroger.
Right.
And I love having clips that are preserved. Like I love having clips from pretty much every job I've ever worked at.
Yeah.
Up
it's-
from when I like, started doing the vlog.
And it's also fun to, you know, it's been interesting to like look back at it. You know, we talk about it a lot as a archive, I guess, of like at the very least my life, and to some extent yours and Hannah's, and to varying degrees everybody that has participated in the channel. It's, you know, sort of archived pieces of our lives. And it's been interesting now even to see, like, you know, even more recent videos, like from like 3 or 4 years ago, suddenly seeming really nostalgic because of just how much time has passed.
Yeah, shit really changes. It never feels like shit's changing, but shit's always changing, and you're like, even month to month go, like, or I guess probably every like couple months, you're like, yeah, I guess things were kind of different back then. I was dealing with this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing this every day. Like, I even remember just months ago, I really didn't have anything in this apartment. And I was like, oh, like a daily thing I thought about was just like, I need more things. What do I need to do with this apartment? What do I need to like put in here to make this? Now I don't ever think about that.
Right.
It's a fully populated.
Yeah, it's interesting to see like how, you know, to look back and just see like Assurant and like what it was like to work at Assurant and the way I acted at Assurant and what was important to me in 2015, and yeah, it's interesting. I'm thankful for it.
This really inspired me. I want to start recording vlog clips again.
Right, so we can make someone's list one day of the best reality vlog.
Hell yeah, that'd be cool.
I would love to make that list.
Me
but
too.
As I just proved in this episode, it's not reality, so I just fucking ruined my own chances.
Best non-reality vlog.
Best re-simulated sort of reality vlog.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely make a list like that if we make it really super specific.
Right. Just
With
the more stipulations you add, the more likely you are to be on the list.
Best male non-reality, whatever, all those
Fuck.
subtitles before that.
Fuck, I mean, I've already won, not to toot my own horn, but I've already won a 2016 Azui Award for my nonfiction performance, so...
In Zach's vlog.
No, for one bugging beep beep beep.
Oh, for one bugging beep 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 beep.
But...
Beep 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 beep.
Yeah, you know what? Thorn in my side. Thorn in my side that every year, as the producer of Zach's vlog, thorn in my side that every damn year we have to have so many other better seasons or shows that there was never a chance for Zach's vlog to win Best Series ever.
Right.
The first season it went to MOATAIF. How could it not?
How could it
not? The second season, Azui's, it went to Big Daddy Riding Dirty. Again, how could it not?
Yep.
And then the third season, which never happened, it went to Plantation Stew and Friends. Again, I guess how could it not? But maybe that's the only one that you could argue.
You could argue, but at the time we really liked it.
The voters decide what the voters. I mean, the voters' will. If we learned anything from 2020, the voters' will should be the voters' will.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We have to
So-
accept the results.
It'll be a thorn in my side, like I said.
Hashtag not my series.
not my best series.
Nah, not my best series.
Well, that's all I got.
I think that's all I got too, y'all. You know, let Gary Hess, Mana Hess, or Lisa Stanley, let somebody take this out. Take this bitch out.
Until then, stay out.
Stay out.
You people don't do anything.